Okay, so guys, we are just prepping for the actual video, but I just want to say in the meantime, click that subscribe button, you know, put up your notification. I'm not this type of person. I don't like I don't like doing those things, but apparently it's like protocol for all the great YouTubers. Smash that subscription button or like button. But no, seriously, I'd really appreciate it if you guys subscribed for random videos, because at this point in my life there is no structure into what I'm trying to achieve on this platform. But I want to say thank you to all my current subscribers for sticking around, because I am still 2 years later still figuring out what I want to do with this channel. This is such a bad setup. Okay, you know what? Let me set up the camera nicely. I feel like this at an angle. When just no. We don't want any distractions. This is a bookshelf. What you're seeing here is a shelf. Just ignore it. Just pretend it's just the wall. Just running through, okay? What's up, guys? I'm back with another shitio, because Shiro plus video makes shitio, and I'm glad you're here to watch what I have next to offer, because it has been literal minutes. Everything is a minute. Come on. I just decided that I wanted to make a random video, basically talking about what's on my heart, because Valentine's Day was last week, and if you're anything like me, you're single. I really wish I had a better camera, you guys, because currently for all my videos I've been using my iPhone, an iPhone 5. Mind you, we're on iPhone X. Guys, I am 5 generations behind. So anyway, getting off topic, what I wanted to talk about is relationship. Last week was Valentine's week, and this year I entered with the I didn't know what I was thinking, that I was ready for a relationship. Let me just tell you, I was woke last week when I went to church. This is a spiritual kind of video, okay? So when I entered this year, not necessarily from the get-go I wanted, boyfriend, hubby, but at a certain point, there was a specific someone that I took note. Guys, it's just such a shame, because let me go back with this story, okay? And I hope this person never watches this video, because this is still an ongoing emotion. So to take things back, I entered this church with the mindset last year that I'm gonna get myself together. I'm gonna find a church of my own that I actually like, because
I had been going to the same church since I was in diapers, okay? I don't even think I'm exaggerating.
Since I was like a year old, this was the same church me and my family have been going through. So I didn't really feel as though it was a church that I chose, more like a church that I went to. Follow mom. So joined the church, getting on track with God, so oblivious. And for me, guys, when I was going to church, it's not the same now, but I almost approached church like school. I wanted to sit at the front. So the first day I went to that church, all the front seats were, empty, because nobody wants to be, I guess people don't like being that exposed. But I bumped into a friend that day, and she was like, you know what, let's go sit at the front. So since that day, it was habit for me to sit at the front. If I didn't sit at the front, then I would just feel like I was having a panic attack. I couldn't listen to the word anymore. So fine. I'm being consistent with church, going to sit at the front row. And so I ended up having this one day that I went with my friend, and she wanted to I don't want to give the story. I don't want to give the story. Okay, so she ended up wanting to wait for somebody, and I felt like, let me just wait with her till the person arrived, not knowing who the person was. And for me, when I enter into a new environment, I'm very oblivious and ignorant, and I think that for me is a quality that I appreciate, because I'm not really focused on my surroundings. I was kind of like, whatever. And as we waited, I noticed somebody was approaching our direction purposefully, and so I just clicked, maybe this is the person that she's waiting for, and notified her. Got up before the person even reached her. I got up and I was like excusing myself to like give them space to talk about whatever they had to talk about. And so this person, the said person, is a guy. He is a male. He is masculine. He is man. Okay. And so as I was leaving, he stops and gestures that, you know, he wanted to greet me, and which I'm kind of that person where I'm like,
no, it's okay. We don't need to know each other. I know we're in church, but we don't need to become acquainted that way, okay?
And so he extended his arm, implying he wanted to give me like a greeting hug kind of thing. So I gave him a hug, asked my name, told him my name, you know, went to the bathroom, didn't think much about it, came out, waited for my girlfriend, and ended up conversing with her as I'm waiting to be picked up as well. I almost feel like I'm in school, you know, waiting at church to be picked up by your parent. I think I need to come closer. Okay, I'm close enough. I needed to come closer. What happened is that as I'm talking to my friend, he kind of slides in, which I was kind of like, I don't know, there's something that's just happened to me. It happened to me like 3 years back where I kind of shut down around guys for some reason, and it wasn't like that before. It's like when there's a guy, I kind of like, I don't care, and that's because I haven't had a lot of girlfriends in my life, so I guess my focus was on making more girlfriends than I was about making guy friends. In the end, what happened is that he slides in, has a conversation with us. I'm feeling kind of weird, awkwardish, because I'm like, I don't know. He just seems like a people's person, so he's just like, to me, it's just hopping from one group to another, greeting people, and I was kind of like, whatever. He compliments my earrings, whatever. After that, I purposely didn't try wearing those earrings again, because I thought that, you know what, I'm not gonna wear what he likes just to prove a point to myself that I don't like him, which is a lie. Before I left, he left an impression on me that has since stayed in my brain. It was kind of one of those things of, I kind of like him, don't even know his name, because when he introduced himself, I wasn't paying attention. I was kind of like trying to pass the greeting phase and dash off, you know, make a quick hit and run. So I end up having some kind of attachment to somebody that I don't even know what their name is. And so following those weeks, I felt like my radar was on for this person. Guys, if you can relate, please comment down below. It's like, you're fine. I was fine, and this is the point I'm trying to make. I was fine with my walk with the Lord, but then this person out of nowhere comes out of the fog and just, you know, at that point, when I started going to church, it was constantly, my radar was like beep beep, like before I've even seen him, I know he's there. And this has happened before. I just needed to see the guy's shadow, and I knew there is a shift in the energy around me, and I know he's probably here. So my response to somebody that I potentially might like is to ignore them. I know. I myself do not know why that is, but I know I'm not the only one. You who's watching there, you know that you have ignored somebody purposely because you really like them. And so I ignore, and occasionally months would pass, and then we might chat or, you know, greet each other, because for the most part I was very ignorant. But I did remember from our first conversation that he mentioned marriage, and at that point I was kind of like,
oh, she's pausing.
I shut down, because I myself am not ready for marriage. I know that fact, right now, as for now, I don't want to get married. And so, with the fact that, being single your whole life, and you do want to experience the things that you do see on TV of romantic comedies, chick flicks, whatever you call them, rom-coms, I wanted to experience that. And this year I really felt as though, this is the year I'm gonna find bae. Meanwhile, I don't even want to get married, and that's the point I'm trying to make, you guys. Just, if you're not ready for a relationship to just transpire into something concrete as marriage, what are you doing? And this used to be my mindset when I was 19. I was like, if I don't feel like I'm going to potentially marry you, then I don't see the point of dating. It really is kind of a temporary solution to something deeper. And as much as I may have those feelings right now of longing for love, yeah, I know that I'm not ready. And once you open that kind of Pandora's box, it's going to become this thing of like, you've experienced what it's like to be in a relationship, and you kind of feel like now you want to be in a relationship. And that's my truth. And for me, I just don't want to start that cycle of, making these aimless short-term relationships happen. And that's why I felt very woke last year, because I had forgotten that principle of mine, that if I'm not gonna marry you, then this is just a game. And this year, when I did enter with that principle, last year the pastor was like, not last year, last week, he said, if you're not intending to get married like tomorrow, and not in the sense that you should get married tomorrow, if you're not ready to get married, like, this is an exaggerated way of saying it, but if you're not ready to get married, just leave the person alone. And this person did mention they wanted to get married, and for me, I just feel heartbroken, because I'm like, that kind of shot an arrow into my heart of kind of solidifying why I shouldn't try and maybe pursue this person as much as I like them. And it's for this particular person. Guys, I'm not going into life just deciding I want a boyfriend now. There is somebody who has shifted my mind and made me feel convicted to get married or whatever. But I know myself that, if you're not ready to get married, then why? I keep repeating that. Why? So for me, I had to come to terms with it quite in a difficult way. It really hurt emotionally, because now I really understand that I really like this person, but this person has the intention of getting married. Therefore, leave them alone. Leave them alone, okay? If you know somebody has the intention of marriage, then why are you wasting their time? If you're sure you want to get married, and you end up going out with a person and you realize it doesn't mesh well, then that's a different situation, because you tried it out, they didn't seem like a good fit, bye Felicia. But if you're gonna enter into a relationship with someone who has their heart set on this step in their life, and you're not ready to approach that, then you're gonna just be breaking hearts, creating scars that don't need to be created. So that's what I wanted to talk about. And it being the whole Valentine's thing that just passed, I came to the realization that I needed to work on myself. I know a lot of people say they need to work on themselves. I used to hear it. No, I didn't really used to hear it and be like, But it's like one of those things that's kind of like a broken record. But if you can't even be satisfied by yourself, then
why are you trying to match a broken one with a whole one? It's not even going to be a two situation, okay? It's going to be like 1.5 men. You know what I mean?
So for me, my approach to life at this point is just be content. Get to a point where you are content. It's easier said than done. You get to it when you do. I have no advice on how to get to that point. I feel like I had to go through a lot of struggles to realize the value of me by myself, and how much I can do for myself in my future, despite not having an extra +1 to share it with. And you know, if you do have somebody, you know, kudos to you. If you're single, kudos to you. But to learn to work on yourself. You're a constant work of art. I have to say, you're a canvas that is never complete until the day, even after the day you die, guys. I believe you don't just, I don't want to just live more than once. No, do I? No, I want to live more than once. This whole YOLO thing, I'm just kicking it out of the window because I want to go to heaven. So when you keep saying YOLO, what are you trying to say, really? The pastor said that you should rather think of Yodo, which now makes me think of that Star Wars character. Yoda? Yogi? Yoda. Yogi. Learn the fact that you're gonna die. So why are you gonna just, you know, mess up this portion of your life here, just messing around with people? So I don't know how to end this. I really don't. How do YouTubers end their videos? You know what? Let me Google. Give me a second. Character mode. Okay, that's it for this video, you guys. Don't forget to like, click, and subscribe. You know, hit that notification bell to see all the future videos that I may or may not post. But I honestly hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.